Hi. Okay. This is Olawale. I want to speak briefly on what I've titled Akpakomiza Lessons in Pride and Punishment. Akpakomiza Lessons in Pride and Punishment. Before I get into the presentation, please take a couple of minutes and watch this video. Watch.
Is here to off the music, Akpako. Akpako is here to off the music that is making a delicate to dancey, Akpako. Akpako is here to off the music that is making a delicate dancey. The era of dancey governor is over. No more dancing in Oshun. Akpako. Akpako. Go close. You're committing suicide. Akpako de Wakaso. The governor of Edo State. 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 The governor. The governor of Edo State. The governor. The governor. The Akpako rescue. The governor. The governor. The governor. The governor. The governor. Akpako. The governor. Akpako. The governor. Akpako. The governor. The governor. The governor. The governor. No matter. No matter. No matter.
Taco.
They don't get level.
No level.
Adeleke no get level.
We are kicking you out.
We are going to kick him out.
Adeleke, we are kicking you
The
out.
era of dancey
No
governor is
level.
over. Adeleke is
We are
leaving.
going.
You are leaving.
Adeleke, you are leaving.
He is leaving.
Adeleke, you are
He
leaving.
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 is leaving.
Okay. Now,
Adeleke is going.
Greek mythology is replete with many fables deploying both tragedy and comedy to instill great moral lessons for those who wish to learn. One of such is the cautionary mythological story, Niobe. Niobe. Now, Niobe was queen of Thebes, who had every reason in the world to feel fortunate. Her husband, Amphion, had been gifted a magical lyre by the Muses, whose music alone had once raised the very stones of their palace into place. Her father also, Tantalus, had dined among the gods themselves, and she, Niobe, was blessed above all with 14 beautiful children, 7 sons and 7 daughters, and she had a family larger and more magnificent than almost any other in the ancient world. It was this last blessing, that is, her 14 beautiful children, that Niobe grew proudest of, and her pride over time swelled into something, far more dangerous. One day, at a festival honoring the goddess Leto, mother of the twin gods Apollo and Artemis, Niobe made a boast that would echo through Greek mythology for centuries after. Niobe declared that she, with her 14 wonderful children, deserved more honor and worship than the goddess Leto, who had only 2 children. Word of this boast reached Leto swiftly, and the goddess was deeply wounded by it. In ancient Greek mythology, such open pride against the gods was known as hubris, and it rarely went unpunished or unanswered. Leto called her 2 children, Apollo and Artemis, to defend her honor, and the twin gods, fiercely loyal to their mother, agreed at once to her behest. What followed was one of the most sorrowful tales in all of Greek mythology, and the ancient poets told it as a solemn warning rather than an adventure. Within the story, Niobe's pride brought the swiftest and heaviest of all divine punishments, and by its end, she had lost everything she had once boasted about. Overcome with grief beyond bearing, Niobe is said to have wept until she turned to stone. And even then, according to the old storytellers, tears continue to fall from the stone in the form of a mountain spring, weeping still for what pride had cost her. The ancient Greeks retold Niobe's story again and again, not for its sadness alone, but for the lesson carried inside it, that no matter how blessed or fortunate a person may be, boasting against the gods or placing oneself above others was considered the surest way to invite misfortune onto oneself. Now, I would err greatly if I failed to consult my favorite book of all. Which is my favorite book of all? The Bible, definitely. My Bible says over and again, and I quote, "God resists the proud, but gives grace to the humble." End of quote. You will see this in Proverbs 3 verse 3, James 4 verse 6, 1 Peter chapter 5 verse 5. Then also in another place, my Bible also says, and I quote, "Pride comes before destruction, and an arrogant spirit before a fall." End of quote. You can find this in Proverbs 16 verse 18. I just read the Holman Christian Bible version. But I'll conclude this ancient but profoundly poignant Greek tale by coming home and inviting arguably Africa's greatest folklorist and bard, in my own personal opinion, that is Chinua Achebe, Professor Chinua Achebe, onto the stage to give the benediction as I round up this brief speech. So, Professor Achebe says from Immortality, and I quote, "Those whose kernels were cracked by benevolent spirits should not forget to be humble." End of quote. So, I admonish you, Governor Akpakomiza. And I know Akpakomiza means, because the Iza there, the last three letters Iza, is from those chickens that barely have any feathers on their body, that you see in the villages. And against all the odds, they survive to adulthood. And I mean, that resonated with you. The nickname, the moniker resonates with you because from your own story, you suffered while growing up. Nobody gave you a chance. But here you are today, governor of an entire state. The same state that once had Governor Ambrose Ali, Professor Ambrose Ali as governor, John Odigio Yegun, retired PAMSEC as governor. You sit on that seat now. But I ask you, Akpakomiza, are you indeed a governor? Do you consider yourself to be a governor? You yourself know how you became a governor. And if you don't, the rest of us do know how you became a governor. My admonition, cease from pride. Cease from pride. It only destroys. Like Emperor Nero, like King Herod. In the Bible, King Herod was eaten alive by worms. Why? Because of excessive flattery. You can find the story in the book of Acts, chapter 12, verses 21 to 23. You see, going around with a circus of hype men and sycophants is unbecoming of those exalted by benevolent spirits. Even if you don't achieve anything noteworthy in your years in office, at least embrace humility, which is a glorious ornament and a sweet incense in the sight and nostrils of the Almighty God. I can only wish you well. Thank you for listening, and bye for now.